This is purple, and that's pink, violet, and this is pink.
We realize that our struggles are long-term, but we cannot let them take away all the fun and joy from our lives. Like everywhere else in the world, there is a time of year when everything stops and the mood turns to light-hearted fun. The festival of Holi is a celebration of spring, the return of color to the land. As a child, I always look forward to Holi. We splash colors on each other, rejoice, and renew bonds of family and friendship. Satyarani Chaddha does not celebrate the festival of Holi anymore. It was during this season in 1979 that her daughter was burnt to death in the home of her new in-laws, a fate she shares with hundreds of young brides each year. During this time, Mrs. Chaddha is in a mood of mourning, and on the anniversary of her daughter's death, she makes pilgrimages with a group of women to Hindu temples. Her daughter's marriage had been arranged, as it is the custom in India. Parents look for a suitable match within their caste and community for their son or daughter. Among the upper and middle classes, it is customary for the bride's family to provide a dowry. In the past, families willingly gave what they could afford, but now, dowry has become a way of extorting money and goods from the bride's family. If the dowry is not considered big enough, the daughter can be harassed, driven to suicide, or even burnt to death. Outside the temple, Mrs. Chaddha gives alms to the poor.
चप्पल को अपने ऊपर छोड़ देना सब लोग।
Is this Bala's photograph?
Yes. She had graduated from university.
Did she ever have a job?
No, our men don't allow it, but our women may study.
So you arranged her marriage after she graduated?
Yes.
And is this her husband?
Yes.
Has he remarried?
Yes. He even has a son now.
Mrs. Chadda told me there was no talk of dowry when the negotiations for the marriage were taking place. But as the wedding approached, they started making demands for various things. The Chaddas gave clothes, household goods, some jewelry, expensive items like a refrigerator and a television. But they could not afford to give them the motor scooter they were also asking for. After her daughter Bala was married, the demands for the scooter continued. One day the husband came to the house, made a fuss, and went away very angry when he was turned down. 3 days later, the Chaddas were told their daughter was dead. They rushed to her house and discovered the body of their 4-month pregnant daughter in the courtyard. She had been dead for 2 days. Her body was completely burned. Mrs. Chadda raised her 2 sons and 2 daughters in the best way she could, and she thought she would be happy when they had grown up. Now she must still arrange a marriage for her second daughter, but after what has happened, neither Mrs. Chadda nor her daughter can sleep at night, worrying about the future. Satyarani Chadda says she will not rest until her daughter's husband is brought to justice. She has rallied the support of several women's groups and women lawyers who give their time free to help her and to lobby for changes in the judicial system. Until now, cases of bride burning were rarely investigated or even reported. Such deaths were dismissed as suicides or accidents. Killing women by setting them on fire in the kitchen is the method most often used because it can be made to appear that the woman's sari caught fire while she was cooking. At the same time, all the evidence is destroyed. Now looking back, Rani, it's really 6 years ago that her daughter died. And this is one of those cases where the mother has been running like mad. Women's organizations have also voiced their opinions against this kind of thing, the delays and all that. I mean, one of our best cases, so to say. And yet there we are after 6 years.
First and foremost, as you know, the police took a very long time to make their investigations. And they came to the conclusion that this was not a case that could really stand scrutiny in the courts and could lead to any concrete results. And they did not have sufficient evidence that it was a case of murder, a homicide. They were proceeding in that direction. So the case was then taken over by the CBI because Mrs. Chadda felt very aggrieved and she knew that something was wrong in this case. There were suspicious circumstances and that it needed further probing and further investigation, and it would certainly show that the girl had not done this voluntarily. And now here I must clarify that there are 2 aspects to the legal aspects of this case. One, we're trying to get a conviction that this was a case of murder or it was a case of abetment to suicide, namely that you harassed a woman to such an extent, tortured her, tyrannized her to such an extent that she was ultimately compelled to take the final step, which you knew would be the logical consequence if you put a woman in such a situation. So that was one aspect of the case. The other legal aspect is, what do you do about the giving and taking of dowry, which has really resulted in this woman being harassed to such an extent. We as women's organizations are concerned with the compensation, the quid pro quo that a woman has to give because she is unproductive or she is considered to be unproductive in society. So therefore the women's side has to give to the man's side money and goods and various other commodities in exchange for an unproductive human being. Now that is what we consider to be offensive and obnoxious. And that aspect of it is what we want to end.
अलग भी चाहिए मणि मकान किलो है थोड़ा ले लो हेलो किलो थोड़ा ले लेती ले लेते हाँ ले लो हुआ है तो पैसे तो लाएंगे हाँ वो है हम लोग को जिनका पैदा होना ही अपशब्द है नापाक है औरतों की जिंदगी
Dowry is an issue which has brought a large number of women's groups together. In 1980, we held our first big demonstration. Women's organizations have jointly made recommendations to the government to make the existing anti-dowry bill more effective. Some changes have been made, but not enough, and we continue to fight. Today, the women of Manushi have organized a demonstration to protest against the court decisions on 2 cases of bride burning.
नहीं भाई बताओ अरे एक मिनट यू आर नहीं जस्ट अ मोमेंट यू आर जज अरे नहीं यू आर जज यार और बात है मैंने देखा इन्होंने ऐसे चलाया लेकिन ये तैयार नहीं है ऐसा है देखिए आप को बुलाया ना जब हमारे सामने करे उनको अब इनके की
We are here in the streets to demand that justice be done in the 2 cases that did not obtain it behind closed doors. We are here today for Shani Kaur and Janak Kumari's cases. The story is always the same. The pattern followed is that of beatings, torture and atrocities committed while living with the husband and in-laws. Then there is the spraying of kerosene and being set on fire. After doing all this, it is declared that the victim committed suicide.
The mother of one of the victims is asked to speak.
My daughter's husband and in-laws would beat and harass her. They used to throw her out and she would come back to me. The neighbors tried to reason with them, but they continued to harass her. Then her husband demanded 10,000 rupees to buy a ticket to go abroad. I told him I spent all my money on my daughter's marriage and I had no more money left.
आप जानते होंगे जो भी कानून से थोड़ा भी संपर्क रखते हैं.
All those who are familiar with the law or judicial system, even a little, know that the dying declaration is very important testimony because the law believes that a dying person will only speak the truth and not lie. In one case, there were 3 dying declarations and in the other, there were 5. They were made to the police, to the doctor in the government hospital and to the district magistrate. There is absolute clarity in these declarations and no contradiction at all. But in both cases, the judges rejected these dying declarations on the grounds that the 2 women were too badly burnt. When brought to hospital, Shani Kaur was burnt 100% and Janak Kumari was burnt 85%. Undoubtedly, they were in agony. Both judges say that in such a state of shock, these women could not give correct dying declarations. The irony of it all is that in both cases, doctors certified that the women were fit to make a statement. Both the judges overruled the doctors and acquitted the husband.
So I was telling you, the main problem is that the judges themselves are so deeply ingrained in the British jurisprudence and the Anglo-Saxon system of justice that everything has to go by the letter of the law. Some amount of flexibility will have to take place and the judges have to start, getting into the Indian scheme of things. You will have to place greater credibility and reliance on these dying declarations because they are the outpourings of a woman who has been seriously tyrannized. But if you take a strict legalistic approach, you will never produce justice. So that is one of the problems why these cases never really lead to convictions and you find so many of them going scot-free.
There are more and more women taking active roles in trying to amend the anti-dowry bill. Mrs. Subhadra Butalia has been fighting the dowry issue and has started a group called Karmika. 7 years ago, Mrs. Butalia witnessed a case of bride burning in her own neighborhood. It was a traumatic experience for her, seeing a young woman being burnt before her very eyes. It became the turning point for her, and since then she has been totally involved and committed.
And according to the
Here Subhadra Butalia speaks to a government select committee appointed to recommend changes in the anti-dowry bill.
when I saw this incident happen in 78, I decided to write an article, and at that time, the figures given to me by officially were 200 dowry deaths in the city of Delhi only. Last year, when we were filing the Sudha Goel trial, an appeal in the Supreme Court, the official figures given to me were 611 in the city of Delhi only. Why are dowry murders on the increase? Because law does not treat them as heinous crimes. The last 2 years, 1978 to 80, 90 cases were registered with the police. Out of those 90 cases, 81 had to be acquitted for lack of evidence. 9 were prosecuted, and out of those 9, 6 were given benefit of doubt, and 3 were finally convicted. So that, on an average, say about 3% is the rate of conviction. And then what is conviction? Generally, it is life sentence. And life sentence is 7 years. And out of those 7 years, if you behave well, or if you have certain other factors in your favor, you can get another 3 years written off. So what is wrong? You amass a wealth, you kill a woman, you go to jail for 4 or 5 years, come back and marry again.
Mrs. Chadda and her lawyer are not giving up, even though court decisions so far have not been very encouraging. But on this day, Mrs. Chadda has obtained a hearing date, and her daughter's husband should soon have to face a trial. With her persistence and determination, Mrs. Chadda has learnt so much about legal procedure that she is now able to guide and encourage others. But she cannot tell them that the struggle will be either easy or short.
लेकिन ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਰਦ ਨੇ ਜਿਕਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ
I know how your daughter's death has changed your life. But tell me, how has it affected the men in your family?
अच्छा
मगर वो एक कहते ने कि जब होया कुछ
There is no doubt that they are also very sad and unhappy, but they feel justice will not be done.
ने तुसी तरने देने
They tell me that I should also forget it all and not trouble myself in my old age. They are not happy about my running around going to demonstrations.
उस बड़ी डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन की थी
Recently, a bride from Tyagi family was burnt alive. We went to demonstrate against it. I returned home by bus at 9 p.m. Next morning, my husband was reading the newspaper. He started laughing. I asked him why he was amused. He replied, "You shouldn't have come home last night from your demonstration, because in the street just next to where you were demonstrating, another girl was burnt. You could have stayed on there for another demonstration."
कुड़ी ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਧਰਨੇ ਦੇਣ ਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ
Mrs. Chadda has returned again to Mathura, the town where her daughter lived. The hearing date she worked so hard to obtain has been postponed because the police say they cannot locate the husband. Mrs. Chadda has had to take on the pursuit herself. She makes her first enquiry at the house where her daughter lived. She visits with a downstairs neighbor to find out what she knows.
सारी मच्छर से आपके जा रहा है मैंने कहा वो पता नहीं आने देंगे नहीं आने देंगे
आइए आइए आओ जी, आओ आ जाओ अंदर आ जाओ बैठो आओ जी चलो बैठो आओ सबको बुला लो अंदर आ जाओ जी हम तो हमेशा याद ही कर लेते हैं कि देखो
The neighbor does not know where the husband has gone, but he has moved away. and a new family has moved into his house. Mrs. Chadda spent the whole day making inquiries. She went to the shoe store where he worked and asked questions. Did he still work there? Had he been transferred? Is he avoiding the police? She must find him, because only when the police can serve him with papers in person can he be brought to trial. This battle of hers has been a hard one, and who knows how much longer she will have to fight. The positive thing, though, is that this woman has not given up, despite pressure from her family and apathy from authorities. She is an example of strength and determination for all of us.
भेदभाव को छोड़े और अब जिए मिलके। दहेज सती पर्दा ने सदियों से हमको पकड़ा, दहेज सती पर्दा ने सदियों से हमको पकड़ा। मिलके खत्म करेंगे रीतियां जिनने हमको जकड़ा, मिलके खत्म करेंगे रीतियां जिनने हमको जकड़ा। चले मिलके आओ सब चले मिलके, चले मिलके आओ सब चले मिलके। कि हम सब भेदभाव को छोड़े और मिले मिलके।
They just give trouble whenever they feel like it comes. This is not for caring, no? This is really for
Saheli, a women's resource center in Delhi, is organizing a march for International Women's Day. The Saheli group was formed in 1979 to mobilize public opinion when the first major case of bride burning came to court.
Put one burqa, one ghungat, one chadar. It's meant to be different colors, no?
But this one I feel that even an eye should be veiled, you know, have a jali if possible.
The thing is, you know, you have to keep some features as it doesn't look like a face.
Yeah.
You know, it gets lost. So anyone can cover the eye a bit
This
more.
could also be, I mean, you could shut it up with the newspaper clippings or something. Have one.
Saheli does consciousness raising and offers support to women in any kind of distress. It functions as a collective. Its members are middle-class women. Saheli reaches out to working-class women and has close links with similar organizations in other cities and villages. Some of its active and full-time members are those women who came to Saheli for help. They are now helping others. Just now, Saheli's efforts are concentrated on the preparation of International Women's Day March, an event which will bring together women from all backgrounds.
लड़ेंगे हम जोड़ेंगे इंसानियत के सच्चा निशान।
जोता वाली माँ मुझे प्लॉट दिला दे।
Why worship the goddess and not us?
They didn't become goddesses just like that. They serve their husbands with devotion.
We also serve our husbands. We will be goddesses too.
Oh, mad women, you think of yourselves as goddesses or queens? But never can you measure up to men. Has any religion ever taught that men and women are equal? Listen, and listen good. If you don't stick to men's rules, men will crush you under their feet. Our religion teaches that the drum beats better when tightened. So it is said, the more a husband is strict with his wife, the more she will work and the better she will serve him. Therefore, the woman must be in parda, bow her head and keep her mouth closed. This is the real character of a good woman.
Our theme for this year's Women's Day is religion, violence and its effect on women.
हिंसा और उसका औरतों पर क्या प्रभाव पड़ता है? कितनी ही औरतें आज उन दंगों में विधवा हो गई हैं?
We raised the question of dowry in the last few years because dowry was the cause of domestic violence against women.
तो हमने पिछले कुछ सालों में
Now we must oppose religions which make women inferior to men and allow customs like dowry to go on.
तो अब हमारे सामने सवाल ये है कि क्या हम चुप
We cannot be silent any longer.
At times, we wonder whether we are going to achieve very much. But I think there is no reason to be pessimistic. Moreover, what choice do we have? We have to keep trying to change things. We see ourselves linked to women in other parts of the world, linked both in our oppression and our struggle to overcome it. It is this solidarity that gives us the strength and the hope to go forward. The struggle is there, but the signs of hope are also there.